Hey, what's up, guys? This is Phil back with PowerPoint or slideshows for beginners. We're in our PowerPoint chapter. Last time we talked about starting a project and whether you want to choose a theme or just have a blank template. So we're using our blank template, but now we have to decide what size we want it to be. So when you go over to this Themes tab over here, you can see the page setup and you can see these different options. You have the standard 4:3, widescreen 16 by 9, and widescreen 16 by 10. And this might differ depending on the size of your computer screen and everything. But basically, let's talk about these. 4:3 is your standard old school size for like an old school television or computer screen. If you have one of those, then this might be the size for you. It is also the size for many projectors, projector screens. In classrooms nowadays, with smart boards or just with projectors and projector screens, they still use this 4:3 format to project on. Some do 16 by 9, but still many are 4:3. So you want to choose this size depending on what your final presentation is going to be, where it's going to be, and how you're going to be screening it. So this 4:3 is relatively safe, and even if you have it ends up playing on a widescreen TV or something like that, it just means that there's going to be black bars on, like a black bar on the left and on the right. You've probably seen, if you have a widescreen TV, like if they have commercials that uh, aren't 16 by 9, aren't widescreen format, that they show, they have two black bars on either side to fill up the space. So that's what 4:3 is. 16 by 9, this is your standard widescreen format. So this one, more and more computers, I mean, pretty much now every computer is going to be 16 by 9. Tablets are similar ratio, aspect ratio, because it all has to do with the aspect ratio. This isn't actual like inches or pixels or anything like that. That's just the aspect ratio, meaning the width is 16 and the height is 9. So for every 16 width, the height is 9. So it could be 32:18. It's the same thing. But so that being said, since a lot of presentation or screens are going this way, then the 16 by 9 is actually a very nice PowerPoint to use. That's what I use for all of my PowerPoint slideshows now. Because also, if you want to save it out to video format, then this plays nicely on your widescreen TV, or even if it's online on YouTube or something. YouTube has a standard 16 by 9 format as well. So this one is what we're going to be using. 16 by 10, that is the actual size of my screen right now. It's 16 by 10. It's weird that they didn't make the screen just 16 by 9, but I guess they wanted it to be a little bit taller. So I'm using a MacBook Pro laptop for this. But so that's why they give you a 16 by 10 option for me, because so that I can create a presentation that completely fills the screen. So let's check that out. So when you click one, it just changes it to that size. I'm going to full screen this, and that's going to be down here on the left, slideshow mode. So as you can see, it has black bars on the left and the right. And so this is what it's going to look like if you create a slideshow and you're playing it on a widescreen laptop or television. So let's do 16 by 9. So this is your standard television size widescreen. And this one, now it has black bars on the top and the bottom. And this is just a little bit less awkward for the human eye. There must be a psychological reason behind that. I'm not really sure, but this is like kind of standard. You've seen it in the movie theaters, the big wide cinematic pieces, widescreen format. And so this is a good option. See, and I was telling you 16 by 10, this fills out the entire screen. As you can see here, now the entire screen of mine is filled out. And you might notice that this video, the one that you're watching, actually still has some bars on the left and the right. That's because I am recording my entire screen, which is 16 by 10, and then I'm squeezing it into a 16 by 9 video player because I wanted it to be full HD, but I also wanted to capture the entire screen. So I know that's confusing, a little bit too much information, but I hope you saw that. So you can easily go change the themes and go to themes and then page setup and change the slide size. And you can also make, if you click page setup, you can change it here, and then you can customize it for inches. You can change the perspective if you want up and down, and so you can pretty much do anything you want. I'm just going to exit out of PowerPoint to show you another way you can change the size and some other options. Is when you first open this and say you pick a theme, or if you just pick like a white, one of these templates, over here on the right you can change the size. So you can change, whether you want it widescreen or not. And you can even change the color scheme and the font scheme. So these are two other options that you want to take into account for your slideshows. But this, again, when you're using themes, it's more for like a presentation, not necessarily a slideshow. So, but that's just another option and another way to change the size of your slideshow. Alright, so for this project we are going to be using 16 by 9, just because that is going to look perfect on for video playback, or for playback in general. And so you go to themes, widescreen 16 by 9. Alright, cool guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the lessons. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. If not, have a great day and stay safe.